Hello and welcome to the channel. The chairman of the Southwest Governor Forum has had a say on Afenifere's support of Labour Party's Peter Obi presidential bid. Subscribe, like, share and comment. Thank you. Peter Obi's endorsement. Afenifere doesn't speak for Yoruba. Akeredolu. Chairman of the Southwest Governors Forum, Rotimi Akeredolu, has declared that the endorsement of the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi by the pan-Yoruba socio-political group Afenifere doesn't represent the stance of the Yoruba people. Akeredolu said this while speaking on the topic Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the business of nation building during a Twitter Space session. According to him, Afenifere doesn't speak for the Yoruba people on the endorsement of the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi. Afenifere is divided in respect of the purported endorsement, and the group's views do not represent the stance of the Yoruba people. He said that Tinubu has always remained progressive despite the prevalence of political prostitution in the country. Asiwaju has deep knowledge about the problems of this nation. He has been part of the struggle to ensure that democracy is enthroned and that a true federal system runs in the country. Akeredolu recalled that Asiwaju Tinubu was part of the founders of NADECO and participated in the struggle that led to the return of civil democratic rule in the Fourth Republic. Tinubu's contributions in the NADECO struggle cannot be denied. As you know, when the 1993 presidential election was held, MKO Abiola was deemed to have won that election, but the military junta cancelled the election and set up an interim government. Asiwaju Tinubu and a few others felt they weren't going to take it. They formed the NADECO and fought the military. They stood on June 12. Then the whole country conceded that the next president must be from the Southwest. That is why in 1999, only former President Olusegun Obasanjo and Chief Olufalayi ran for the election. You cannot deny Asiwaju's role. He ran away from the country and set up the radio coup d'etat. Those were the struggles we had before the Fourth Republic came up. Asiwaju has shown integrity. Asiwaju's form of politics has taught us that political prostitution is unnecessary. The governor said that Tinubu made efforts to build Lagos State when he was governor of the state, adding that the APC presidential standard bearer was able to make Lagos State a country within the country. He also promoted national unity by appointing people from different ethnic backgrounds across the country into his government. Asiwaju was able to make Lagos a country within a country. As you know, Asiwaju was in the saddle for 8 years in Lagos, and you will find out that because of Lagos' peculiarities, people from virtually all parts of the country were part of his government. Asiwaju Tinubu assembled the best brains for the job, and these people moved from Lagos to become leaders in their respective states. Aregbesola was there as a commissioner and went from there to become governor of Osun State. Everybody has its own part to play. Today, we have people who have been senators in Lagos and gone back to their states to contest. Lagos can be described as a mini Nigeria. An Hausa man can thrive in Lagos, an Igbo man thrives in Lagos. Aliko Dangote lives in Lagos and his business is in Lagos and he is thriving. So many other people thrive in Lagos. Our brothers from the east own the whole of Alaba. They have representatives in the National Assembly and Lagos State Assembly. You must give credit to Asiwaju for laying the foundation for such things to thrive in Lagos. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and turn the notification bell on. Thank you. On state police, the governor expressed confidence that the party's candidate would make state police happen in the country. I strongly believe that the presidency of Tinubu will give chance for state police. He is lucky. Today, all governors in the 36 states of the Federation support the creation of state police. That should be a centerpiece of his campaign. There must be restructuring, and Asiwaju is one president that will come and restructure the country in accordance with the APC constitution. I look up to him as a leader who would say that come 2023, state police would happen. Expressing his view on the Muslim ticket, Akeredolu said what is important to the country is capacity and knowledge, not religion and ethnicity. There are lots of discussions about the Muslim ticket, and some of us have tried to explain to our people the ticket itself cannot be the issue. The main issue is who will serve the country. When you talk about the issue of tickets, you also want to talk about the issue of inclusivism. Should the presidency go back to the north? No. And what are we left with? We are left with an Obi and Osiwaju. Then you will weigh the two. Some of us have made a decision about Asiwaju, and the decision is based on what he has to offer. When put together on a scale, Tinubu weighs higher. We look at intellect, experience, and what we stand to gain from his presidency. Capacity and knowledge are different from religion and ethnicity. We have always voted for experience and capacity. We have said it clearly. President must come to the South. It has come to us now to make a choice. In making the choice, we must think about capacity and competence, and the scale tilts towards Asiwaju Tinubu, he stressed. He assured that Tinubu will promote youth inclusion in his government, adding that young Nigerians will have enough participation in the government. Akeredolu therefore assured Nigerians that the APC presidential candidate, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, will bring a new vista into governance and ensure that true federalism thrives if voted into power. Akeredolu said that if voted into government, Nigerians will see that we have someone in place who had gone through democratic tutelage. He has been governor. He led a party. Meanwhile, a foundation member of the ruling All Progressives Congress APC in Anambra State, Okello Madukaife, has lambasted the Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the party, Murtala Yakubu Ajaka, for attacking the Minister of Labour and Employment, Senator Chris Ngige. Ajaka, an indigene of Kogi State, had in a press statement last weekend told Ngige and other federal appointees to publicly campaign for the APC presidential candidate Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu or tender their resignation. The deputy spokesman was reacting to comments made last Friday on Channel's television Politics Today program by Ngige, who declined to say on air his choice of presidential candidate between Tinubu and Peter Obi of the Labour Party, LP. But in a swift reaction, Madukaife, who is the publicity secretary of APC in Anambra State, scolded Ajaka for wrongfully interpreting what he called Socratic submissions of Ngige in the interview, hence his tirade against their respected party leader. According to him, Ajaka, who until recently served as personal assistant PA to former chairman of National Caretaker and Convention Planning Committee, Governor Mai Mala Buni of Yobe State, was part of a cabal at the National Secretariat that disrupted peace in nearly all the state chapters of the ruling party. He said the partisan side issues which came up in the interview were born of deep experience and Socratic insight of the former governor and the Anambra State leader of APC. That's the news, guys. Bye.